I'm slightly at the absence of footpaths in the city. It's a beautiful city. It's a beautiful city, but I think we need to kind of do a rigorous exercise on how we can create footpaths, maybe even the cost of vehicles. We need to have safe mobility for pedestrians. I think that's very important. The flyovers and elevated roads should be implemented. The metro needs expansion on a continuous basis in a big way, and I think the government of India would be very more than forthcoming to support the government of Telangana on that. MMTS, ROBs, RUBs require a lot of attention to be developed. I'm sure Dr. Raju in his presentation already has touched upon. The road sector policy also has brought out what are the future development programs. So all in all, it's a wholesome package. I'm very excited actually to learn about such huge projects. Probably the government of officials here have carved out for have exclusive bus lane projects. I think one of the other things I would like to point to the dignitary present here, I find the public transport is, especially in Hyderabad, is quite low. The ridership is just about 28%. We should expect a ridership target of at least 40 to 50%. And it is quite visible. Yesterday when I was traveling 2 days, I didn't find too many buses on the road. Even the buses which were there were not probably fully loaded. So there is something I think we need to, it's my request to the officials here that if one were to decongest Hyderabad, you need to kind of get into encouraging. There are two measures of, we call it travel demand management. Either you push people towards public transport, and if they're not willing to be pushed, then you pull. And if they're not getting pulled, you push them towards disincentives. You start getting into charging, congestion charging. I think we will soon see, I see for Delhi, next 2 years we'll have congestion charging coming up. I think Hyderabad will have to resort to pilot studies on congestion charging. You have to start getting into carpooling as an exercise. Piloting will have to be done. And the third is flexi work schedule. Maybe some pilot can be done on flexi work schedule, how you can stagger your peak hours on the corridor. I think these three things, probably some piloting can be done. It would do a great service. It's such a beautiful city, but often I find you get locked up. When you come from the PV Narasimha Rao flyover to the city, you start getting into the, because of the inherent build-up which is around the area. So we need to kind of emphasize on that. At the state level, I think dedicated state road fund like CR could be explored. You've got a massive upgradation program. It's a beautiful way of kind of developing the whole state into pure and rare kind of terminology. Each area having its own distinct character, and how each area still would be connected by the transport proposals which you have put up. But what we need is safety. I think what we often find in all these videos are high spanking roads, but often we find that most of these roads also are classical case, Delhi-Mumbai Expressway. Just last week, a couple were lying unrescued for 7 hours in a car crash, and they passed away. So I think this is just, I'm not being despondent on this occasion, but I think it's all nice to have good network, but I think safety has to be inbuilt, and I think how we can have ITS incorporated into the safety, the network, I think it's very important. I would call it safety and smart mobility, both. That should be the paradigm for network planning for Telangana. Road safety audits need to be taken up. I just mentioned. Regional ring road is a beautiful concept. You have ORR, which is a fabulous network which we all rode on to the venue. I think regional ring road, again, I am assuming it's going to be as fabulous as OR. But I think we need to kind of ensure, my simple philosophy is that if I'm coming from a region and approaching a core area, I need to have speed zoning very clear. I should know that I am coming into a congested area. The vehicles need to speed down. The vehicle need to slow down. And I think that is where the ITS through enforcement can come in. We need to start calming traffic as you keep coming towards the core area, because I think the pedestrian safety has to be paramount in the built-up area. I think that is the essence which it can create. Ring road should be implemented priority. ITS project, my colleague panelists have re-emphasized very interestingly. I'm sure some pilots would come. what you have shown here. Connectivity, the Hyderabad core has been taken up. Inter-district connectivity should be accorded high preference. All national highways should be upgraded to 6-lane, partially access controlled highways. I'm sure they are finding their voice in the road sector policy document which was unveiled by the Honorable Minister here. So I'm also a logistics person. I've been teaching logistics for the last 30 years. I think while we do recognize passenger mobility is important, it's equally important to have freight logistics in place. And I think this is a concept of city logistics which you need to adopt for urban area, for Hyderabad. You have fantastic e-commerce demand. We don't plan for e-commerce sector. We don't plan for quick commerce. Same problem is happening in Delhi. So we need to kind of become proactive, start looking into where we need to plan the dark warehouses, where fulfillment centers will come, where micro delivery hubs will come, what kind of management strategies for urban freight will have to come in the cities. I think that probably is an aspect which probably could have been more highlighted. As far as urban mobility, already Dr. Raju has presented, we need to kind of scale it up. Metro expansion plans are on. Public transport, bus-based will have to be there. And I think long-term BRTs and other proposals in any way are finding their footprint into it. So all in all, I think I'm extremely happy and excited to come here. I would once again would like to, because of paucity of time and lunch, I'm just trying to rush up to kind of conclude with the parting comments. I thank you again. It's a beautiful vision document. All the efforts are excellent. And I think now probably is the time to implement those projects. So I'm sure detailing will happen with due diligence. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Hello. Hello, check. Hello. Hello, check. Thank you so much, sir. May I now request Shri Revanth Reddy Garu, Minister Garu, to present the felicitation mementos to our speakers. The artwork is a special mask from Cheriala, and the Pochampalli shawls are being presented as the mementos with the GI mark on it, the geographical indicator. Memento of appreciation from our Minister Shri Revanth Reddy Garu to all our speakers for having conducted this wonderful session. As a part of this Telangana Rising Global Summit, these mementos have been specially curated for this occasion by the art forms of Telangana. The Cheriala face mask, the artwork, along with the very famous Pochampalli shawls. Felicitations to our speakers by Honorable Minister of R&B, Cinematography, Government of Telangana, Shri Revanth Reddy Garu is being presented by the memento and the shalwa. May I now request Mr. J. Mohan Naik, ENC R&B Department, Government of Telangana, to render the vote of thanks.
Honorable Minister Garu, Revanth Reddy Garu, Special Chief Secretary Vikas Raj Garu, Sarfaraz Garu, Metropolitan Commissioner, distinguished speakers, delegates, representative and industry from industries, ladies and gentlemen. As we come to close this enriching and thought-provoking event, it is my proud privilege to propose the vote of thanks at the conclusion of this highly successful global summit event on connected Telangana integrated transport and urban-rural connectivity. At the outset, on behalf of the Telangana government and R&B department, I extend our deepest and most respectful gratitude to the Honorable Chief Minister Sri Revanth Reddy Garu for his exemplary vision in leading the state towards sustained prosperity and long-term well-being of Telangana and its people for decades to come. We are deeply honored by the gracious presence of our Honorable Minister for his valuable presence and clear guidance, direction and inspiration. As you all know, we have several legacy issues and hence we are hard-pressed to deal with issues of major concern. For the first time, with the guidance of Sri Vikas Raj, Special Chief Secretary, under the leadership of Honorable Minister Revanth Reddy, the R&B Department has formulated a policy aligned with Honorable Chief Minister's Sri Revanth Reddy's vision for planned and systematic road development, advancing the Telangana Rising Vision 2047. We are conscious that this is only the beginning. We place on record our deepest gratitude to Sri Vikas Raj, Special Chief Secretary, whose personal presence, close monitoring and hands-on guidance at every stage of the event were instrumental in ensuring its flawless execution and grand success. I express my sincere thanks to Sri Sarfaraj, Metropolitan Commissioner HMDA, for his constant guidance and supervision in making this program success. We are deeply grateful to all our eminent speakers, panelists and session chair for sharing their insightful prospective technical expertise and practical experience. Your contribution have truly elevated the quality of discussion and enriched the learning experience for every participant. I thank all the officers, engineers and staff of R&B department for preparing the road sector policy, for work tirelessly for the last 15 days, day and night, with unwavering commitment and team spirit to ensure the flawless execution and grand success. Our sincere thanks to all the delegates and participants who joined us from various parts of the country and beyond. Your enthusiastic participation, engaging questions and active interaction made this summit truly dynamic and meaningful. I thank consultant Lee Associates, South Asia Private Limited for their timely support in preparing this document and arranging technical supports in making relevant material for the summit. We also thank the media partner, logistics team and all service provided for their valuable support in amplifying the reach and ensuring seamless arrangements. As we conclude, we are confident that the knowledge shared, network built and ideas exchanged over this session will translate into meaningful action and future collaboration. Once again, thank you all for being a part of this Telangana Rising Global Summit. We wish you safe travel, continued learning and great success in all your endeavors. Thank you one and all. Jai Hind, Jai Telangana. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mohan Garu. May I request the members, the delegates of the next session, the official members from Speed to please come towards the dais.
किसके यार एक मिनट रुको हाफ एन आवर ब्रेक हाँ 5 मिनट ठीक है सर एक बार इनको बता दो क्या
इसका कवर्स कहाँ है?